Hey tubers, welcome back to another adventure. So what kind of moron goes out and buys more all-terrain vehicles just before winter sets in and everything needs to be put away? Well, I'm just that kind of moron, and let me tell you why I bought this thing. So I traveled up to Columbia County here in the lovely Hudson Valley of New York after finding this on a marketplace. And what really amazed me about this thing is it's really mostly complete and it's in really pretty good shape. Let me get it off the truck. We'll give it a quick look over and you'll see what I mean. So this thing is a 1984 Honda 200 ES. I paid $500 for it. He started off at $750 on Marketplace and he got no bites. He dropped the price down to $575 and he was, I was the only real bite he got. And I got there and I offered him $500 for it and he jumped right on that offer. So why would I give him $500 for something that looks this bad? Just quickly, right? Key switch intact, key, right? Headlight intact with all its trivia. Front forks are good. When was the last time one of you guys have seen one of these 200 ES's where the front forks were good? Not bent. Front tire holds air. Gas tank is here. I haven't been able to spin that off by hand, but just quickly, if you look at it, it has some solder repairs on it. Right there you go. You can see the solder repairs, and it looks like they painted it over. Seat needs some love. The airbox, air filter are actually here, right? This side of the motor is pristine, but it does look like the spark plug hole, somebody put a Healy coil in there. I've seen two things done when the spark plug hole strips out. One of the things I've seen done is the Healy coil, and the other thing I've seen is people drill them out to the next size spark plug. And if you do that, you could thread it right in there and you're good. From a cosmetic point of view, obviously the front fender is missing there. This one is completely intact, and the other side you could see what's missing. Now these fenders are two-piecers, so assuming I have one or perhaps one off a 200M or one of the other machines, that puts that fender back on. Has the trunk, right? You can see the Honda decal is there, and it has the tail light. You see the exhaust. I'm not sure if that's exactly what the exhaust looked like in '84. The exhaust is intact. Carburetor, throttle. It might even have brakes. They probably stick, but they seem to be there. Right, looks like somebody changed the cable recently. Might even have front brakes. The handle is missing. This thing is not battered though. I'm told it's off of a farm up in Herkimer. So I mean, all that looks good. The recoil's here. If you pull the string, it seems like the compression is a little bit low, which isn't too much of a surprise, right? Shifts. The shifter is not welded, and that's always a wonderful thing. Let's work our way toward the back. This side, obviously, you can see this is missing. This must have been in the sun. I was told this thing was kept under carports, both at the farm and otherwise. Looks like the wiring's intact. Obviously it doesn't have a battery in there, right? Doesn't have a mouse in there either. Let's check out the trunk. It's always interesting to see what leaps out at us. Yeah, ratchet strap. Oh, we even have some tools. Homie likes it when you find tools. Pliers. What is this? Oh, 10 millimeter. Looks like a Stanley. And even a piece from the OEM toolkit. This is, I believe this wrench is the size that you remove the valve caps with. Grommet. Sometimes you find the registration with the original owner. I don't think, maybe not in this case. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to have to carefully open that later. More paper, once again. Oh, that looks like the top of an envelope. It looks like some nuts and bolts. More grommets. That one's for the headlight. All good stuff. It even looks like here that they tried not to lose the hardware. A lot of times when you're kiddie time amateur mechanics work on these things, their first quest is to lose as much hardware as possible. Appears to be stuck. Is there a toolkit under there? I'm going to put my finger under and discover there's a spider. Oh, there's something under there. I don't know. Maybe it's just a mouse nest. I'll have to spray that up once again. End up putting my finger under there. Yeah, just there's not much under there. If there is, once again, I'm gonna end up discovering that I'm gonna get a spider bite my fingertip, and that'll hurt like heck for a while. Yeah, it appears to be intact. Once again, it's very, very hard to find these survivors with all their pieces there. Most frequently, the air cleaner disappears. The OEM carburetor disappears. These tires are a little, have a little dry rot, but they are holding air, right? I didn't put any air in them since I brought this home last night. Finding the wiring intact, the OEM key, all those things really, really hard to get. One could find basically everything they need to bring this back. My buddy Steve could spend a few minutes on that and make it look as good as new. The fender, once again, you could buy that on eBay. Sometimes you could put two fenders together to get that back in place. Yeah, this could go back to actually being, you know, a showroom looking machine. So one more time, the pretty side view. And I gotta ask you guys, please comment. Would you have paid $500 for it? Once again, given the rarity of the forks and how many of the other parts are in good condition. $500 really is pretty close to the parts price on this thing. I mean, those forks, headlight racks, tail light, trunk, what is that considered? The right fender, partials for the left fender and front fender. The tires, though they're weather checked, they do hold air, which gives them a certain amount of value. Well, maybe $500. Well, the exhaust system, the starter, recoil. Yeah, I guess there's about $500 worth of parts here. No more than that, though. It really wouldn't pay to buy this to part it out and say, oh, well, I'm going to make a whole bunch of money. Maybe after all your work, you walk away with $100 and you got a heap sitting in your driveway that you got to take to the recycling place, or you're going to take it in for scrap metal and you're going to get yourself $5. But anyhow, I don't know. I think it was well worth the 500, and I'm sure you guys will let me know. Particularly my buddy down there in Westchester, who on the Recon, when I said, would you guys pay $300 for it? He made a comment saying, basically, I'd rather have the $300 in my pocket. So I'll take the comments, even that one. Once again, I want to thank you all for dropping by to watch and comment. Oh yeah, I got throttle, I got a dashboard. Yeah, not that I'm ever going to part it out, but there's got to be $500 worth of parts here. Anyway, feet down, heads up. I need you all to get out there and enjoy your days, especially a beautiful one like this. Nice and dry. Got the garage drying out. Remember, feet down, heads up, and get all your time, get all your days. You don't know how many you're going to get, so make sure you have fun. Bye now.